Hey guys, we're going to continue with last week's theme and review another one of our introductory titles. This week we're going to take a look at Left 4 Dead 2. This is another sequel from Valve, the makers of Half-Life and Steam. This game is a continuation of the first Left 4 Dead and picks up where the other 4 survivors left off. Starting with a brand new roster of survivors including Coach, Ellis, Nick, and Rochelle, you take on the infected swarm to reach each campaign's finale. Left 4 Dead 2 is heavily reliant on cooperative gameplay. You're required to play with all 4 characters at any given time. If you don't have 4 friends online, not a problem. The AI will take over so you can still enjoy single player. The AI of the survivors is by no means great. They're there, but not as intelligent as a human being. That being said, with a group of 2 or more friends, the game's campaign and multiplayer features are an absolute blast. The infected in this game are more hostile than a typical zombie shooter. They have more realistic features to them, from stance to running animations. Oh yeah, the infected sprint after you. As your character's health begins to decline, you will start to run slower and slower, making assault from the infected that much more devastating. They grab and swing at you, completely halting your forward progress. As an added depth in gameplay, Valve decided to bring even more special infected into the game. Each of these special infected have a special move of some sort, from spitting acid to puking on you with zombie goop. They always keep you on your toes. Left 4 Dead 2 now offers the entire campaign from the first version, including the DLC maps. For those who are not fond of Left 4 Dead 1, you can jump right in with the newly added features from Left 4 Dead 2 with original maps and characters. This is a great way to catch up on the etymology of the game. The weapons of the game range from simple Uzis to high-powered rifles and shotguns. You're allowed to carry a primary weapon, a secondary pistol or melee weapon, a throwable weapon, medkit, and adrenaline or pain pills for a temporary boost. There are more game modes in Left 4 Dead 2 which always prove to be more challenging. A simple campaign where you follow the predetermined story through various difficulties, versus mode, survival, and scavenge. Realism mode was also added as a challenge to players. Weapons are scarce and hard to find, and dying results in permanent death unless another player is carrying a defibrillator. Headshots are really the only way to pick off the infected. One key point about this game is the inclusion of the AI Director 2.0. The system decides the outcome and progression of the game to a certain extent. It spawns enemies and weapons based on player performance and forces players to be more cooperative. There are many areas in the game where zombies will spawn indefinitely until the players reach a certain point. Placement of walls, level layout, lighting, and weather conditions may all be affected by the AI Director, making each play session unique compared to the last. The goriness of this game is something I personally love. There's something fulfilling as you take off a zombie's head with a fire axe or blow apart limbs with a combat shotgun. Negative criticism aside for these graphical catastrophes, this game is very pleasing as you complete each chapter by narrowly escaping disaster at every turn. The finales at the end of each campaign put you and your team to the test to see if you can really avoid utter death. Being a game both on PC and consoles, there's no reason not to pick this game up and try it out. For a price of $21.99 Canadian, show Valve some love. The Dynasty Gamers Rising gives Left 4 Dead 2 an average 8 out of 10. I gave it an 8, Dark Ninja TJ gave it an 8. With the inclusion of the first game's campaign and the various multiplayer modes, this game still keeps me busy. The lack of any real plot or story is the downfall of this game. Aimlessly wandering may be a fun feature, but then again, why am I wandering? It has a super fun multiplayer, but 0 out of 10 would not play alone. Don't forget to check out the Dynasty Gamers Rising channel and take a look at our Let's Plays in Left 4 Dead 2. We hope you enjoy them as much as we did. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and get involved with our community. We'd love to hear what you guys think about our videos and what we should get into next. We are still active on Left 4 Dead 2 and would like to have some community members jump in with myself and the Dark Ninja. Hope to see you guys next week with the latest Dynasty Gamers Rising review.